The Princess and the Salt. Long ago, in a kingdom surrounded by golden fields and silver rivers, there lived a mighty king. His name was King Rowan, and he ruled with strength, pride, and order. His palace was filled with jewels, silk curtains, and music. But his heart loved one thing more than all treasures: being admired. The king had 3 daughters, each beautiful in her own way. The 2 elder princesses loved fine dresses, sparkling crowns, and speaking sweet words in front of the court. The youngest princess, Princess Alina, was different. She loved walking in the gardens, helping the cooks, and listening more than she spoke. Her eyes were gentle, and her wisdom was quiet. One day, King Rowan decided to test his daughters. He gathered the royal court and said, "My daughters, tell me how much you love me." The eldest princess stepped forward and said, "Father, I love you more than gold and precious jewels." The king smiled proudly. The second princess said, "I love you more than diamonds, crowns, and all the riches in the world." The king smiled even wider. The court applauded. Then it was Princess Alina's turn. She bowed respectfully and said softly, "Father, I love you as much as salt." The room fell silent. The king's face darkened. "Salt," he thundered. "Salt is cheap. Salt is common. How dare you compare your love to something so small?" Princess Alina tried to explain, "Father, salt may seem simple, but without it." But the king interrupted in anger. "Enough. If you value me so little, you do not deserve to live in this palace." With a heavy heart, he ordered Princess Alina to leave the kingdom. Tears filled her eyes, but she did not argue. She bowed one last time and walked away with nothing but a small cloak and her courage. Life beyond the palace. Princess Alina traveled far and wide. She worked as a helper in a small village, cooking meals, washing clothes, and caring for children. Though her hands grew tired, her heart stayed kind. Everyone noticed something special about her food. It was simple, but full of warmth and flavor. Soon, a neighboring prince heard of her kindness and wisdom. He admired her gentle spirit, and in time, he married her, not knowing she was a princess. Princess Alina was happy, not because of riches, but because of love and purpose. Days passed. One day, King Rowan was invited to a grand feast in the neighboring kingdom. The tables were filled with the finest dishes, but something was terribly wrong. The food tasted bland. The soups were dull. The bread was lifeless. The king grew frustrated. "What is missing?" he demanded. The cook bowed and replied, "Your Majesty, there is no salt." Suddenly, the king remembered. "I love you like salt." His heart trembled. Truth revealed at the end of the feast. Princess Alina stepped forward. "Father," she said gently, "salt is simple, but without it, nothing tastes right. That is how I loved you, not to shine, but to give life meaning." The king's eyes filled with tears. "I was blind," he whispered. "Forgive me, my child." He embraced her tightly, ashamed yet grateful. King Rowan returned home a changed man. He ruled with humility and kindness, knowing that true love is not loud, it is essential. Princess Alina was honored not for her crown, but for her wisdom. And from that day on, the king never looked at salt or love the same way again. Moral of the story: the simplest things are often the most important. True love doesn't show off, it supports. If you enjoyed this magical story, tap the like button, share it with someone you love, and subscribe to our channel for more beautiful fairy tales and bedtime stories.